Today's bulletin focuses on major developments, including Simon Ekpa's case in Finland, deadly attacks in Enugu state, and international responses from Ambazonia and Yoruba nation advocates. Let's break it all down. Starting with breaking news, Finnish authorities have officially stated that Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, BRGIE, has no connections to terrorism. This announcement came from Crime Commissioner Otto Hiltunen, who told MTV Uutiset that the ongoing preliminary investigation found no evidence linking Ekpa's actions to terrorist organizations. This development directly counters the narrative pushed by the Nigerian government and Ekpa's critics, who have sought his extradition. Many Biafrans are celebrating this announcement, viewing it as a significant victory. Calls for his immediate release are growing louder, with supporters asserting that he has no case to answer. Ekpa has long been a controversial figure, with his push for Biafra's independence frequently clashing with Nigerian authorities. While his detractors argue against his methods, his supporters view him as a leader willing to stand up for his people in the face of systemic oppression. While some were celebrating developments in Finland, a brutal attack unfolded in Eha-Amufu, Isi-Uzo local government area of Enugu state. Armed Fulani herdsmen launched an assault that left 3 farmers dead and several others injured. The gruesome attack occurred on Friday and has plunged the community into mourning. Disturbing reports from the scene revealed that one victim was killed while working in his rice field. Witnesses described how the attackers left behind chaos and destruction, destroying farmland and harvesting hopes. Videos too graphic to share showed one victim lying lifeless beside a basket of cassava he had harvested shortly before the attack. Community leader Ojenyi Odo lamented the devastation caused by the attack. He pointed out that the herdsmen not only killed locals but also destroyed rice farms ready for harvest, further exacerbating the community's struggles. This attack is part of a long history of violence in Eha-Amufu. Between 2017 and 2022, over 20 settlements were destroyed, and at least 123 locals lost their lives to similar assaults. Despite the persistent violence, the Nigerian government has failed to take decisive action. The situation worsened when wounded victims of the recent attack were denied medical care at Enugu State University Teaching Hospital due to an ongoing workers' strike. Odo questioned why soldiers stationed in the community were withdrawn just before the attacks resumed. This withdrawal, many believe, reflects the Nigerian army's alleged complicity in such incidents. The BRGIE, led by Simon Ekpa, has long accused the Nigerian government of providing cover for such attacks, describing them as an orchestrated attempt at ethnic cleansing. Biafrans argue that these recurring tragedies justify their call for independence and self-defense.
In solidarity with Biafra, the Ambazonia Governing Council has strongly condemned the arrest of Simon Ekpa in Finland and the detention of Dr. Cho Ayaba in Norway. In a press statement, the council criticized Finland and Norway for targeting freedom fighters instead of holding oppressive regimes accountable for their atrocities. The statement highlighted the systemic violence, displacement, and exploitation faced by Biafrans and Ambazonians under Nigerian and Cameroonian governments. Entire villages have been destroyed, millions displaced, and thousands killed, yet international bodies have remained largely silent. The Council urged the international community, including the European Union, United Nations, and International Criminal Court, to take swift action against Nigeria and Cameroon. They emphasized the need for global accountability to prevent further suffering, stating that freedom fighters are not criminals but voices for the oppressed. The statement also called on Finland and Norway to release Simon Ekpa and Dr. Ayaba, stressing the importance of supporting liberation movements over authoritarian regimes. Adding their voice to the growing support for Simon Ekpa, the Yoruba Nation Christian Association Yornka addressed a letter to Finland's president and local authorities. The letter sought to counter the narrative being propagated by the Nigerian government, which has accused Ekpa of criminal activities. Yornka's letter described Simon Ekpa as a defender of justice and a champion for oppressed communities. It accused the Nigerian government of failing its citizens and being complicit in acts of terror. The association also cited examples of violence across Nigeria, including the massacre at a Catholic church in Owo, Ondo State, where terrorists killed hundreds of worshippers. Eastern Nigeria has seen similar violence, with thousands of Christians reportedly killed in ongoing attacks. The letter urged immediate international intervention, stating that the Nigerian government has lost its moral authority to govern. Yornka commended Finland for resisting pressure to act against Ekpa and praised his family's resilience during these trying times. The letter concluded by reaffirming Ekpa's role as a beacon of hope for oppressed people, stating that his mission is divinely inspired.
The sit-at-home protest in southeastern Nigeria, organized by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and now overseen by the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, remains a steadfast act of civil disobedience, demanding the release of IPOB leader nnamdikanu. Despite government crackdowns, threats, and accusations of enforcement by BRGIE, residents continue to comply, driven by solidarity and unresolved grievances. Footage from the latest protest shows businesses, schools, and transport services shutting down, with streets deserted. This is the first sit-at-home observed after the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland, and it has seen complete adherence, surprising Ekpa's critics.
Today is 25th of November 2024. Everything is cool and calm. Sit at home in this hour of the world is 250%, as I say, and everywhere cool and calm. Every man and woman of this land has gone and sit at home to represent our freedom that we're looking for diligently. And you can see everywhere shut down their evolution. No one forced them to cordial, they not force them to be. But you can see everything is working as planned. We are going home. Today is 25th, 4 days to go to the convention of declaration of our restoration of sovereign state of Biafra. So we are going home. We are going very far. In Kennedy, our name is blowing everywhere. Our leader, Simon Ekpa, is doing great. Mazen is coming out very soon. He's doing great. I'm telling you to be candid. Everything is working.
During the 25th day, Monday sit at home. Today, 25th of November 2024. This is the popular Ogbete market. All shop is under lock and key. The popular Ogbete market. 25th November 2024. This is 8:30. Let's pass through inside and see. All shops remain locked.
It's 25th day of November 2024. You can see the side, Mazen Kasitatum in the south of the water is 250%. Everywhere is shut down on their own evolution. No one forced them. No one forced them. They are doing it because they love freedom. Freedom is the key. We're so more marginalized in this country, and so everything is going as planned, and everything is going well. I don't want to tell Biafra, keep on the fire burning. We are going home. Nothing will stop it. Do you understand? Yeah, nothing will stop it. Nothing will stop it. Even the invitations by Finland government for Simon Ekpa, it's a good thing because we are winning. It's a good thing in the sense that it's just to let the world know that we are legal, and there are and he's already out. They don't invite him for questioning, not arrest. That's propaganda carrying everywhere. We are going home. Declaration is very close. Convention will start in 4 days from now, so get prepared. Umuchineke.
While authorities emphasize efforts to restore normal activities, the ongoing compliance highlights lingering frustrations and defiance against perceived oppression and marginalization. The combined voices of Biafran supporters, Ambazonians, and Yoruba Nation advocates highlight the increasing urgency for international attention. The violence in Nigeria and Cameroon continues to claim innocent lives, while governments fail to act decisively to protect their people. Supporters of Simon Ekpa argue that his leadership represents a much-needed break from the oppression and systemic failures of the Nigerian government. They see his release as critical to advancing the cause of justice and self-determination. However, these calls for justice are met with challenges. Oppressive regimes often use misinformation to delegitimize freedom fighters, portraying them as threats rather than voices for the voiceless. Advocates argue that international bodies must see beyond these narratives and prioritize the protection of human rights. As the struggle for Biafran independence continues, the stakes remain high. The latest developments underscore the resilience of Biafrans and their allies, who refuse to be silenced despite systemic oppression. International pressure is building, but the question remains: will global institutions step up to hold Nigeria and Cameroon accountable, or will they continue to side with oppressive regimes? The coming weeks will be pivotal in determining the course of this fight. For now, the voices of the oppressed remain strong and their resolve unshaken. Thank you for watching Biafra News Network. We remain committed to delivering factual and impactful news that matters to our audience. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, we can amplify the voices of the oppressed and bring their stories to the forefront. See you in the next bulletin.
Voices rising from the east, sharing truths we never cease. Stories bold, stories bright, Biafra spirit in the light. Biafra News Network, strong and clear, bringing hope, bringing cheer. Every story, every word, Biafra's voice will be heard. Through every land, together united hand in hand. History, future tales unfold, Biafra News proud and bold. Biafra News Network, strong and clear, bringing hope, bringing cheer. Every story, every word, Biafra's voice will be heard. Through every town, through every land, together united hand in hand. History, future tales unfold, Biafra News proud and bold. Biafra News Network, strong and clear, bringing hope, bringing cheer. Every story, every word, Biafra's voice will be heard. In the silence, in the noise, find the courage in our voice. Day and night we stand to fight, Biafra's dream shining bright. From the pages to the screens, chasing visions, chasing dreams. Truth and justice on the rise, Biafra's hope never dies. Town, through every land, together united hand in hand. History, future tales unfold, Biafra News proud and bold. Biafra News Network, strong and clear, bringing hope, bringing cheer. Every story, every word, Biafra's voice will be heard. Silence in the noise, find the courage in our voice.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for Biafra. and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction. Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojogun fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Enugu and that of the southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Simon Ekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Simon Ekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible, and why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about this. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Simon Ekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the outside man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe
would not have sense of belonging in the country. And we know it. We know it. I know it too. And every normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I'm very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or I see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Others Forum. He said, post that election, that the Northern Others Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? The shots come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have been tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you, when the system will not catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.